Hello, Internet Land. Welcome back to another no-skill video. This one's a different one.
Very different.
This one's very different. As of this recording, Brandon and I are celebrating 10 years of friendship. Yes, I have known this man for a decade. He has known me for a decade. And we wanted to just make a video just talking about some of the things that we've been through, because 10 years, and in 10 years, a lot of things has happened. We watch each other grow as individuals, and we watch each other grow as gamers. And it's kind of amazing to think back, like how far we've come in our friendship compared to where we started. And that's where I want to take you first, Brandon.
Yeah.
First of all, say hi. I'm so sorry.
I was going to say, hey, guys, so I'm actually really looking forward to this because I always love just one, talking to this guy. I could talk to him all day, but two, when it comes to just how long we've known each other, 10 years is a very long time for online friends to like know each other.
Yeah, that's
more than actually no. He's the only person I even got past, I'd say 5-6 years with, let alone a decade.
Yeah, that's 10 Call of Duties, folks. 10.
Oh God, don't remind me.
But we'll get into COD in a little bit. But right now, we're going to take you guys back to the very, very, very beginning of Brandon and I's friendship. And we're going back to 2014. Me and this guy, we met on Destiny 1.
1. Not 2. 1.
The first Destiny is where we met each other on a whim, randomly. Normally, especially this is odd for DJ. Normally, when it comes to games, if I have the option to play it by myself, I will 100% play it by myself. But when Destiny advertised playing squads, whether in parties or matchmake, because it's, well, what would you consider? It's not an MMO because it's not massively, but you can spawn an instance and there's 8 people in the same planet as you, right? Would you consider that an MMO?
I mean, technically it is an MMO, but I wouldn't classify it as one, being I played way bigger, more packed MMOs with like 100+ servers and 100+ people, like servers,
Defiance.
I don't want to talk about that one.
That's another classic meme amongst us too. But yes, Destiny 1 is where we met. I remember it vividly. It was me, this man, and then one of his friends, one of our that we all became close with, Sam.
So yeah, Sam, good old Sam, that man.
And that's where I met them. And was on Destiny. We were just at a strike team together, and then we realized, hey, you know what? We're kind of vibing. These guys are good at gaming, and they can they can splash back with some banter. Let's keep the fire team going. And one strike led to another strike, which led to another strike, which led to a nightfall, and Bob's your uncle. We're here.
Yeah, and then we just started doing Vault of Glass with each other like all the time.
That was honestly the hardest part, but also the easiest part about Destiny is if you know how to. For those that have played Destiny 1 and are familiar with the FTG websites, it's pretty easy to find a strike team that wanted to run the raids, because everybody always wanted to run the raids. There were so many viable things that the Vault of Glass raid you had a chance of getting, i.e. the I forgot the name of the shotgun that I was spamming and abusing in PvP. Well, for those that know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Then there was the automatic precision rifle, the Vision of Confluence.
Oh yeah, that one, I loved that thing.
The automated fusion rifle, that was the exotic drop.
Yep, Vex Mythoclast.
That's what it was called, the Vex Mythoclast.
But then there was my favorite, the Fatebringer.
The Fatebringer fucking hand cannon.
Yes, I loved that thing.
Final Verdict was the shotgun. There it is.
Final Verdict, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so going back, that's how we met, and then we managed to grow our friend base through these raids. I wish we had recording software back then, because some of the raids were so much fun, especially for those that remember the Vault of Glass cheese, where you make Atheon walk off the ledge by toasting his feet with the heat grenades from was it the Warlock? And we had so many people that we did the dedicated raids with. Like I'll I'll leave out their full like gamer tags, but we had our ways of knowing who they were. So that we had Zeus, then we had Vanquish, and then we had Lime,
Oh yeah, Mr. MLG Clutch.
Mr. MLG Clutch. We met this kid, and one of his big claims to fame, uh, and please don't do this. Okay, this is not me advocating anybody ever do this. He dropped out of school to become a pro gamer, a pro Destiny player.
Yeah, that right there is already a yikes. But here's my advice to anyone who wants to pursue gaming professionally in a competitive setting. Like, I don't know, want to go pro and say League of Legends or CS or something like that. Please, finish school before you do that. Preferably be above the age of 18 when you know you're done with high school. After that, do whatever you want. Who cares? But
Yeah, at least get your education so you have that to fall back on, please.
yeah.
But so going back, those were just some of the names, especially Vanquish. If Brandon wasn't here, he was our house warlock, because he would always do for those that remember the res play for, I forgot which raid it was. I think it was Multiglass. Even if you all die by the Gorgon hunters, he would bring himself back to life to stop us from wiping. And then it also worked in Crota's End somewhere. I just forgot how the actual loadout went.
I think it had something to do with the bridge area where you had to cross it. You remember?
Yeah, that fucking light bridge.
Yeah, the light bridge. I think it had something to do with that.
Oh, by the way, all this was taking place on Xbox 360, so that's how far back we're going here.
Oh yeah.
Arguably the best console, my favorite console next to my PC. Hi.
I miss everything we played on that console.
Because then we'll get back to like getting to know him and our buddy Sam, but mainly this dude. It expanded from Destiny. Like, that's how much our friendship grew, to where when I found out that Brandon here is a COD player, I too am a COD player. We started playing Call of Duty together.
Actually,
and
before we get into this, because this is gonna probably be a large segment, knowing us, I want your honest opinion, because you ran into us on a random Vanguard strike, right?
Yep.
What was your first impression of both me and Sam? Because at the time, he was basically, if we were on, he was on, and we were always doing everything together. What was your first impressions of us?
So my first impressions of you and Sam, it was in any instance where I'm meeting new people, even if it's online. I know a lot of people, it's just like, oh, you're just gaming, just fucking talk and shit talk like you do COD. When it comes to cooperative games, it's kind of different than Call of Duty, where you can just run your mouth and talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
And since these two knew each other, him and Sam knew each other, I kind of was in the back just doing my own thing, especially as a shoulder strike titan. I catch a lot of hell all the time for doing that, and that's fine. But these two were able to handle their own and not need me for backup, especially this kid. And that's when Sam, it's kind of safe to say Sam was the bridge between the two of us, because you weren't talking to me, I wasn't talking to you, we were both mutually talking to Sam.
Yeah, I think back then, I hate saying this because back then I was a lot quieter than I am now. I'm still a very quiet person. I keep to myself, but back then I would say I was shy and just wouldn't talk to anyone I didn't know. So getting to know people online was pretty difficult. I'm surprised I even landed a friendship with Sam back in Black Ops 2. That's a whole story in itself, and I barely remember it. It's been so long. But yeah, back then, I didn't know you, I didn't talk to you. You're just some random that just so happened to have a mic, and Sam's talking to you. Cool.
So Sam was the mediator between us, which again, totally fine, totally acceptable, totally understandable, because Sam was I don't want to call him a chatty Cathy, but he was the I'm not afraid to go talk to somebody
Out of the
type
two
guy.
of us, he was the extrovert.
Yes.
Even though he himself could be one or an introvert a lot of the times too.
Depending on who was around.
Yeah.
So that's how it opened up to us getting to talk. And then once, like I said before, one strike led to two, two led to three, three led to Nightfalls. And then Nightfalls led to the strike playlist because it's like, hey, we can't earn anything until Tuesday anyway, so let's just run the strike playlist and fuck around.
Oh yeah.
I think that was, we want to talk about game developers and their antics currently, because I was about to go on a little rant about Bungie.
Yeah, we can go about that some other time.
But no, back to like the bonding. So we made this kid. Yeah, that's why I find out that he is a Call of Duty player, and I'm a Call of Duty player. And around this time, Ghost was the game. Yeah, Ghost was the game that was out.
Yeah, the new one at the time.
Yeah, Ghost was the new one, but we didn't really play Ghost. We could play it, but it wasn't like our thing. That's what this man him and Sam dragged me into Black Ops 2. Now I played the campaign mode on Black Ops 2. I did not play multiplayer at fucking all. I wish I did. I really wish I did.
You really missed out.
I did, but playing with this guy on Call of Duty, I noticed one thing that stuck out to me. Not only are we bantering and having a good time, but also shit talking in public lobbies because that's what you do.
Oh yeah.
I also noticed this guy, he's using nothing but a sniper rifle.
Yep.
Huh? What? Why is he using nothing but a sniper rifle? That's not ethical. That's not logical. That doesn't make sense. I'm a sniper, and I have to take point. I have to take point somewhere hidden and pick people off as they're rounding the corner.
You see, folks, this is when you learn that at the time of me meeting DJ, which I think by the time I met him, I was like fucking what, 14? It was like 2013, right? Yeah, it was 2013. Yeah. I was 14 years old. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was 14 years old, and this guy we started playing games together, and this dude right here, he was previous military, and he was taking up positions around like corners, aiming down lanes, stuff like that. Very traditional sniper gameplay. He just took up a spot, aimed down sight, and didn't let go.
Mm-hmm.
Now I come along, and if anyone's been around on the internet, you know this thing called quickscoping and first-person shooters. That's what I was doing. I was running around, my little crackhead 14-year-old ass going around quickscoping everyone, and to this man, it's like I'm cheating or I'm fucking like alien or some shit.
Yeah, next thing you know, I just see the feed in the bottom left corner just pop off, Death X Dragon, Death X Dragon, Death X Dragon.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, that old gamer tag. Eesh.
And I was like, hey, Dragon, this is before I knew his real name. How you doing that? There, Chief? You cheating? Nah, dude, I'm quickscoping. What? I'm quickscoping. What's that? Sam also was a quickscoper. Sam all of a sudden goes, wait, you don't know what quickscoping is? And I went, apparently not. These guys took me to a private lobby, and then this dude broke it down and showed me how to accurately quickscope. Yeah, but accurately, I know the buttons and the timing. Now it's just a matter of I, hit. Which back in the day at the time, never. Now I'm pretty decent at it. It just took for goddamn ever.
Quickscoping is what some people would call an art. Just practice the fuck out of it until you are perfect or near perfect. You're never gonna really be perfect, but
unless you're Pamash.
Yeah, that man, perfection.
Yeah,
perfectionist. But yeah,
dude, that was my favorite calling card in MW3. Was the perfectionist calling card?
It felt so good to have that, and I got that with an extended mag MSR. Peep it, folks. I did it on accident. Get fucked. I rolled that feed hard.
But then it goes further than that because, like, even though yes, I'm older, you can still be taught things or shown things and become, become a fan of something. On top of him teaching me how to quick scope snipe, now he's shown me content creators whom that's all they do, and he's now in this era introducing me to FaZe Clan.
And then you fell in hard.
I fell into FaZe Clan super hard because not only did I enjoy like the art of quickscoping, I'm still actively practicing how to quickscope. I'm enjoying Call of Duty more because now a new dynamic has been introduced to me that I'm having so much fun with. Now you showing me there's a group of people on the internet that do this shit too. It's just because up until then I thought this was just something you and Sam discovered and you didn't tell anybody. You bastards wanted to keep all the glory for yourself.
Yeah, so he got introduced to quickscoping, and I later on showed him the world of sniping, like Call of Duty sniping on YouTube, and he found down the rabbit hole pretty hard. Started showing them all kinds of montages and all that stuff, and all this cool shit that people have done. It's just we very quickly bonded over this. I think this is when we started to really start to get closer.
This is where the foundation. Yeah, this is where the foundation of our friendship outside of Sam was getting made, and it was through the Call of Duty quickscoping and him showing me this fun little thing called montages.
Yeah.
I fell in love with quickscope and trick shot montages, and this man runs me through all of FaZe's ill cams, the Catalyst 1 and 2, the Pomage movie, and even some of the awesome trick shots from some of the old school FaZe members, i.e. Blue and Carl. I fell in love with quickscoping. Couldn't do it for shit, but it was so much fun. And again, that's where I say this is where the foundation for our relationship as bros started forming. Outside of I'm only playing with him when Sam's there, or he's only playing with me when Sam's here.
And then after that, we just started hanging out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started to get closer and closer. And we started playing games other than Call of Duty and Destiny together.
Yeah, we started playing Halo Reach, where we joined a fucking Halo clan.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yeah, remember Nevermore's Pain clan?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, Brandon and I, we've been in teams together.
Yeah, teams. I mean, there's a couple that could have possibly gotten legit, but
yeah, they didn't only fucking play PUBG. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Which we'll get into that too, because again, we've been through a shit ton together. But we'll start off with Halo Reach Pain clan. This was a clan that, at the time, it was my room at the time, his cousin's clan, and
yeah, that fucker.
Yeah, restaurant. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. So it was his clan on Halo. He's been in the military now, but this was before he joined the military. He had such an absolute PMC militia, a military, go to have an 0600 and run mentality when it came to a video game. Like we're sitting there in private matches in Halo Reach, and he's wanting to show us tactical ways to cross the map. He's just like, all right, somebody crouch and use the invisibility pack. You're going to be running reconnaissance, so you're going to be walking through the doorway first, feeding us intel. And then if there's somebody close by, the person with the close range gear, the shotgunner with the grab slam, you're going to come in, you're going to clean house. All the while, we're going to have the DMR users and the sniper users up on there on that vantage point balcony, watching our backs just in case we get crossfire. Hey,
this is why I after the first session that because I didn't know what I was getting into. I wasn't all that familiar with Nevermore at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And after that first session, I never came back to any of those practice runs.
I believe your exact words were, "Is that guy fucking high?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, just a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and then after that, never came to the practice sessions, but I did, join them on when we were playing games and stuff, and I would... This is a common theme for a long time, up until, I would say, Infinite Warfare, where we started joining the more clans that had more people than just friends.
You mean Advanced Warfare? Because we
And
didn't really play Infinite. We
no,
weren't in a
Infinite,
team for Infinite.
the Exile, remember?
Exile Boys was
Well,
it was
uh,
Black Ops 3.
yeah, Black Ops 3 going
Yeah.
into Infinite Warfare. And then it kind of fell off after that.
Yeah.
But
But
up until Exiled, every team or clan, I had to put in quotes, clan, we were in, I was consistently the best player. I don't want to say that as like I'm bragging. That's just kind of how things rolled. And
yeah, he was our house good COD player.
so,
It happens.
even in Halo, even in fucking Halo, and these guys are taking it so seriously, and I'm like, bro, just play the game.
I'm not going to be real here, and this isn't me wanting to, blast or shit on Halo players at all by any means, because I know a lot of you are fantastic at what you do. Formal, looking at you. Especially Halo Reach. I'm just going to leave it at Halo Reach. Halo Reach was not hard. It really wasn't. I don't know why some of the guys that we were playing with at the time were like, oh, this is the most difficult thing on the planet. No, dude, it's not hard to pop ahead. Every time we were doing like team SWAT and it was Swagnums.
Oh,
Magnums,
dude.
for those that don't know what Swagnums is.
Oh, dude, popping heads left and right. It was
dude, it's not hard
fun.
to pop ahead.
I loved that game. I still love Halo. I've been kind of considering getting on Infinite because everyone says that it's really good.
I've been considering it too. But at the time, I was just like, all these people are, Lime being one of them. We're gonna reference the guy Lime. He's the dropout that wanted to become a pro Halo and Destiny player. I still remember, what was that stupid thing that I was? Oh baby, it's raining. Oh baby, a triple.
Oh god.
Yeah.
He would always do that every time he got a triple.
It was triggering. But that's the kind of thing that he would do. It's just like, you don't understand how hard this is. And then there's me and you. This really isn't hard. There's his head. Shoot it. The head basically had its own separate hitbox aside from the body.
Oh, remember those private matches we would have when we would be pitted against each other?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he would rage every single time you killed him. Rage.
At one point, they just stopped letting me participate in those. They just didn't want to go against me, I guess. I don't know.
Real quick, also, I'd like to point this one out. This was around the time, unless you had the big buckaroos to get a full headset, this is when you had the Xbox 360 handset where it was one earmuff to hear stuff, to hear your people talk, but you still had to have the actual game volume come out your TV.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, so in this case, sound whoring wasn't a thing. Not unless you could drop some doletes for
like a turtle beads or something, yeah. Or if you really wanted to go out there, Astros, because they were the thing back then. Yeah. I wish I was able to afford those things. Those were really nice back then. Not so much anymore.
It's amazing to think like how in the trenches we were back then, and we still made it work over this course.
I bought an Xbox One doing lawn mowing.
That's the next part that I was about to bring up, is what we upgraded to Xbox Ones. Because so going back to Sam and I upgraded to Xbox Ones when they first came out. This man was a little bit behind, and at the time, somebody that I was living with, he had somebody that got me into a game called Warframe, and Sam and I dove headfirst. There we go. Dove headfirst into Warframe because A, free game, B, it's a big ass grind game. We just came off of a big ass grind game called Destiny, but it also had higher drop chance odds to get the shit that you want, and you don't have to wait a week to get it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we got sucked into this.
I remember hearing you guys, because thankfully you can still talk to your friends even if they're on Xbox One. Just hop in the party. Just couldn't play anything with them. And so I was just being there in the party, doing whatever. I think I was probably playing Black Ops 2, honestly, while these guys were playing Warframe. And there'll be like a big party of like 6-7 people, and I'd be the one dude that's not on Warframe. But I'm just here because I'm you guys' friends. or friend. Like,
Okay, Death X Dragon, do you want to get in on this raid? I can't. Why not? I don't have an Xbox One. Oh shit, suck.
yeah, it was real shitty, and so I figured went around doing lawn mowing for money.
And then next thing we know, this dude gets his hands on an Xbox One, and the first game he downloads is Warframe with the boys.
First thing, and I don't regret it. Still play it to this day.
Mm-hmm. We took a hiatus, but it's back and even bigger than the last time we saw it.
Oh yeah,
But
much bigger.
what are you doing with your body?
Yes, button trackers, love them. They work 100% of the time.
All the time.
All the time.
But no. So moving into this era, the Xbox One era, is where we met more of our friends that we at this point call family. You guys have seen them on the channel because they are a part of the channel. This is where Xbox One is where we met Mando and Mikey. Yeah, Mando and Mikey came into our lives when we first got Xbox Ones. At this point, Brandon and I had already known each other for about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, because that's where we played everything that we could on Xbox 360. Like we played Destiny, we played Call of Duty. There was a stint where we played Minecraft,
Skate 3,
Skate 3, Hall of Meat.
Oh god, what else? There was like a lot of just random games. And then once we got on one, it all changed.
Oh, I still remember the complete fuckery of on Xbox 360. Going back real quick and reminiscing, the fuckery that was Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Me, you, Sam, and Zeus are trying to do
I never played that.
Sync shot. I thought you did.
No, I never owned it.
Oh well, then nix that then.
Yeah, it was only you three.
Who's the fourth? It doesn't matter. But so then going back to Xbox One, we met Mikey, we met Mando. They are quickly becoming parts of our lives too. Mando, especially since at the time he had such a scuffed setup.
Oh.
His microphone was the Xbox One Connect.
Oh yeah, you could hear everything that went on in this house. Just fucking everything.
This man couldn't fart without us knowing about it.
Dude, those mics were sensitive, man. They were so poor quality.
But there was no peaking. It picked up absolutely everything. There was no way to make too much noise to where it peaks out audio. No, it's gonna hear whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah.
There was no hiding from it. Then the downside, especially if you do have a headset like I did, if your headset timed out or your controller turned off, it defaulted to your Kinect as a microphone.
Oh yeah. Oh, that brings back memories of something you were doing that you didn't know we could hear you doing. But you know what? Anyways, so on the Xbox One, that was the era of like Warframe, and we also dived into like stuff like, oh, what was it? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and all that. Those like games that were on the next gen consoles.
Before we get into Black Ops 3, because that's when we can bring up Exiled, but one of the other games that Brandon and I sunk a lot of time into that also could bring up another clan that we were a part of. Brandon and I sunk so much time into Smite.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that one. That's the only credit I'll give Zeus. Is like Zeus got me and you. Well, I don't know if you were familiar with them beforehand, but at least me, he got. That was my first time being introduced to any sort of MOBA.
I know about them. I knew about them from League, but nothing else. So when I saw that Smite was a MOBA, I was interested. Saw that it was not anything like League of Legends. It was like a third-person perspective over the top, and I click to move. That MOBA.
Clicking for movement.
Yeah,
I can just use my fucking control stick. But I got sunk into Smite because I love the entire concept and premise of it. For those that, if for some reason you don't know what Smite is a MOBA / tower defense game where you take on the role of a god or a goddess from insert type of pantheon here. They have all unique different strats, uses, and abilities, looks, and cosmetics. The game is free and it's fun. Just don't do Smite 2.
Yeah.
But,
for the love of God, don't do that.
But yeah, so and then you just go head to head, whether it be in an arena where the objective is to just kill each other, or something that has objectives like destroy the towers and then go destroy the enemy titan, or conquest where it's methodically dismantle your enemy team's field, slowly but surely. A game of conquest needs to last at least half an hour.
Oh yeah.
I think the longest conquest we were a part of was like 2 hours long because like the enemy team was just such an equal match to us.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was so dumb. Because we just go back and forth wiping, and there'd always be like at least 1 or 2 people alive, and those 2 people would somehow wipe the enemy team so they can't get any progress done on our end. So we just always a back and forth, and oh my god.
So now we have to wait for our team to respond. So let's just go clear the camps and then sit and wait. But what I loved about that game is this was the first time in a game where there was a penalty for leaving early. Something that I've been asking for and wanting to have in video games forever. Of like, you know what, you back out and leave because you're a puss ass. You should be penalized for it. So now you leave this game and you're banned for an hour. Or you have what happened to me and Brandon numerous times. The game drops you, says you deserted, and bans you for an hour.
Oh, that was always fun. Great time.
Now, also, I want to point out in this era of us playing Warframe and Smite, we came across 2 people, one of which we don't talk to anymore. The other one, we reference him every fucking chance we get. This is where we met Rune and Lightning.
Yep. And Lightning is a name you probably, if you've been a part of the channel for long enough, you've heard that gamer tag before. We either reference him as Lightning or as Matt. He is no longer with us. He has been deceased for a few years now.
And we still have Diamond Black Fan Anemia always in the description.
Always.
Please go check it out.
Yeah, he suffered from that, and we just always want to just remember him and do our part. Keep that in the description. We've donated to the foundation ourselves. We just want to help out.
You can donate. Just at least go visit the website and gain some knowledge and learn something, man.
Yeah.
Something that people live with, and you know, it never hurts to learn more. Never hurts to learn more. But this is the era where we met Lightning, and we hold him near and dear to our hearts every single day. Hell, we recently changed they call them glyphs. I call it a profile picture on Warframe to a glyph that looks like Lightning's icon that he drew himself.
Yeah.
If we have the picture of it, we should put it up somewhere right here. But yeah, that's where we met Lightning. And Lightning, another kid to where he can just banter with the fellas. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind. He wasn't afraid to put other people in his place. Because like the guy Rune that we were talking about, we don't really talk to him anymore. But there's times if we were getting into like a heated debate, and Rune was taking it like too far, Lightning was the one to go, hey, shut the fuck up. He wasn't afraid to do it. And I think I said this in our remembering video. Even though he was the smallest one out of all of us, he walked taller than all of us. He wasn't afraid, dude. Miss that kid.
Yeah, I miss him all the time, man.
Also another fucking god gamer, just saying.
Yeah. I always loved hanging out with that kid. Our playthrough of Far Cry 5. Oh, dude, that was the funniest playthrough I've ever had with someone, man.
But no, so moving forward, because Lightning, wow, words. DJ speaks English, take 2, and action. We're always going to make references to Lightning. We've talked about Lightning numerous times on this channel. So just know Lightning is a part of our lives, and he always will be. It was with Lightning where we were originally going to start before, we've said this before, so we'll just touch upon it. Before NoSkill Entertainment was a thing, we were actually going to start a channel with Lightning and Rune called the Jolly Boys.
Yeah. This
is when, before I knew what the fuck Discord was, we were in a group chat on Kick, not the streaming app, K.A.K.
K.I.K., yep.
Yep. And that's how OG we go in these parts. And we were going to start that channel up until Lightning's passing, which was me and this guy. I think we just hopped on Halo Reach and just started playing because we need to distract ourselves. You, especially you, because you and Lightning, even though it's tight with Lightning, close with him, you two had a bond.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
It basically, it's kind of a lot like how me and you are. You two are my best friends I've ever had. Period. And honestly, bro, after Lightning passed, oh dude, I at one point considered just not getting online ever again.
It just goes to show,
Yeah.
reach out to your friends, even if they're online, because like not to put a downer on the video or anything, but it's such a true statement of you never know once you say goodbye to that one person if they'll ever be online again, let alone tomorrow.
Yeah. So it got to the point where I didn't think I was gonna get on ever again. But we were there for each other. The guys, Mikey and all them, they were there for us. And shit just kept going. We picked ourselves up. I mean, even continuing to make the most of everything. Because that's what Lightning was. He made the most out of everything. He always tried to find the fun and good times out of everything we did. So we just try to continue with that.
It's true, especially to my gaming fellas out there. Your online group is your fucking group, dude. Like I don't care what anybody says. I'm tighter with some of my friends online more than I am with people IRL.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying it. But pushing on to a lighter note, but one more time, rest in peace, Lightning. We miss you. We love you always. Pushing on to a lighter note, a note that I totally forgot to mention, going back to clans and teams and things.
Yeah.
Remember our stint with this clan called iBox?
Oh yeah, that was around the Smite Warframe stint when Advanced Warfare was around.
Advanced Warfare. I think we were still playing it on. Were we playing on Xbox 360? Or were we on Xbox One at that time?
I don't remember.
Because I know with BO3, I was officially on Xbox One because they decided to. Well, no, that wasn't.
Yeah, BO3 we were on one. I want to say we were also on one on Advanced Warfare 2.
I'm trying to think of one where they cut the graphics and made the graphics look like shit if you were still on Xbox 360.
Yeah, that was Black Ops 3.
That was Black Ops 3? Okay, yeah. So then I think we did a stint with them on Xbox 360 because I vaguely remember playing with Equinox on Xbox 360.
I think we started on 360, but we moved to the one eventually when we got it. Because I remember getting that upgrade.
And then so we started playing with this group. The leader of the group is one of my personal friends, one of my IRL friends. I say that begrudgingly on some occasions. But he invited me to play some Call of Duty with him, and Brandon was there. We tagged along. He met my buddy Equinox, and the first thing he noticed is, wow, you two are good at COD. The second thing he noticed is, wow, Brandon's fucking sick at COD. And so he offered us to join his clan called, well, actually, no, I'll just let the clan name out of it. We'll just call them The Box.
The Box.
Yeah. The Box consisted of some of the weirdest fucking people of all goddamn time.
So it was a mess.
So this is around the time there was this thing called Clan Wars, where you would have to go online and see what nodes needed to be taken in what game modes, and to hold them down. And then I think though you got like some cool in-game stuff if you held the nodes for a certain amount of time or had the most. And the problem one with this particularly lovely group of people, they only played hardcore. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing but hardcore.
Yep.
And they sucked at that too.
Yep.
We're gonna shoot shots right now. I'm sorry. But
suck it, Equinox. I'm better.
But yeah, so they would only play hardcore, which would leave Brandon and myself, and I think Sam was there too for Cinder because he also was in iBox briefly. He played a couple days with these guys, a couple of weekends out of a month, and then he said, "These guys are fucking stupid," and then he just left. But Brandon and I would be holding down the main game nodes, so like your hardcores, your TDMs, your not your hardcores, but your hardpoint, your TDM, your domination, your S&D. And then I would message Beans and be like, "How you guys doing in hardcore?" And he said, "Oh, we can't do it. It's a bunch of sweats in here. Like, it's hardcore. Shoot one bullet and they die.
Yeah.
That it's not hard. Apparently it is for some people."
Yeah, and then he challenged us to go do it, and we did.
Yeah, we took down the entire map. Oh god, one of my favorite things that Equinox and his and one of his friends would do as soon as they start doing terrible, it's that guy's lag switching. That guy's lag switching.
Oh, dude, that was so annoying.
Oh, and then there was this one Southern dude, and he was so gullible, and by gullible, dumb. Um, we got into a lobby with the Phase member. How do you know he was a Phase member? He had Phase in his clan tag.
No,
We proceed to both put Phase in our clan tag and go, we're not in Phase, but we can do this. Not every person with a Phase clan tag is in Phase. Duh.
yeah. Oh, dude, most iconic match ever.
I think I know where you're
We're
going with
on
this.
Hardpoint. I don't remember the night map's name, but
I know what you're talking about, though.
yeah, on Advanced Warfare, I proceed to go 125 and 5. And at the end of it, you just hear me just,
Oh.
oh, I forgot to breathe.
Yeah, this man would just stop, the whole inhaling thing you're supposed to do from time to time.
I don't know why I did that. I don't do it anymore, but I don't know what that was about. I think it's just
So that was
so locked in, my lungs just ceased to function.
Well, that was a special situation because when it came to Equinox felt, and he verbally expressed this to Brandon and myself. But he said he needs to do better than his clanmates as the one in charge because he doesn't want to, quoting verbatim, have any of them pull a mutiny and try to take over his Call of Duty clan. Yeah.
I think there's another situation where I would have just asked, "Is this guy high?"
Sadly, no. I hate to say it. He was just he wanted to be that good at COD, and then when he saw Brandon, he felt the need to compete against Brandon. And then when Brandon heard this whole I need to be better than my guys, Brandon went, bet.
Bet.
Proceeds to drop 125. Then all of a sudden, Equinox gets into my ears and goes, I think your buddy might be hacking. He's not. He's not. How do you know? Because I've been playing with him for roughly at this point 5 years. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No.
2, 3.
At the,
We're up to 3 years.
yeah, Advanced Warfare came, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. And no, he's not cheating, dude. I'm telling you right now. Stop it. Just making sure. Because I have to be the best. You're not gonna be. Sorry. I hate to tell you.
Oh, dude. Advanced
What a
Warfare
time.
was so fun, man. And what's crazy is that up until Advanced Warfare, I just drop nukes casually. Nowadays, not so much. I'm not as good as I was anymore. 'Cause I just stopped giving a fuck.
And that's why I wish I took time to just play Advanced Warfare and have fun with playing Advanced Warfare, because I do thoroughly believe that the experience of Advanced Warfare got ruined for me because playing with Clan.
Yeah, I think I did. I think it did too. Because when we were doing all that, we didn't play what we wanted to play. We didn't play the modes that we preferred. All this other stuff. We just kind of got thrown into modes that we just didn't care to play and hardcore.
And it also didn't help that this is where the birth of pay-to-win guns began, because
Oh,
now there's
yeah.
people getting all these supply drops because they want the Morris Quick Bolt,
Obsidian
or they want the
Steed,
Obsidian Steed.
Speakeasy,
Yeah, that was the AS something rather.
ASM1, my baby.
ASM1. I had that one. Then there was the Obsidian Steed, Bal 27. And then I forgot the variant for the H3 something rather that had the squared, like the diamond sight.
Oh, the HBR. I don't remember the variant that was really good.
And that was the other thing that the Southerner would constantly do. She's like, DJ, I got my quick bolt. I still ass with it. So, I mean, what do you want from me? I miss Uplink, though. I wish they would bring back another Uplink S game. Uplink was fun. Especially watching in the CDL.
If they did bring it back, it would have to be on a movement game like Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3, preferably Black Ops 3. Because just, without the movement, not nearly as fun.
But now we move on to that era that you just mentioned, Black Ops 3. Brandon and I sunk our lives into Black Ops 3 because it was a fun game, although this was the first time I was getting a little angry at Treyarch where they gave snipers the middle fucking finger.
No, yeah, when there was like
Into
no aim assist. I remember that.
no aim assist on snipers whatsoever. So you just kind of got to get good kid. And this is where the lovely and beautiful, and might I say, dashingly handsome Sprat made a video. And he showed people how to quickscope using the Locust on BO3. Brandon did that beautifully. I didn't at all, actually. But
Yeah. Although I always think I could have done better if I had played the game more. Yeah.
this was also around the time I think we weren't taking like a COD hiatus per se, but we had also really, really, really sunk our teeth into Smite.
Yeah. Is that the I'd say after Advanced Warfare, Smite became the game we played the most. And that's when we would rarely hop on any set of Call of Duty, and for years we were on Smite. I think it was like 5 in total.
Yeah, unless the guys were like the full Mandem were on and they wanted to play COD, it was either COD or I think at this point we were weaning off of Warframe.
Yeah, we were kind of drifting off into like other stuff. Smite and COD were the main 2 we would play.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the time a little bit of GTA 5.
A little bit of GTA 5, but this was before No Pixel, so sorry, role players. But I know I just said shitting on and ruining an experience by playing Call of Duty with a clan on BO3. You'll never guess what Brandon and I did.
We joined another one with another group of his friends.
No, they weren't my friends.
Oh, no? Who were they then?
No, I could have sworn I met them through you. Like I thought they recruited you first, and then I just kind of no. That was CE.
Yeah, that was CE.
But
that was later.
How did we get into?
Wasn't it?
How did we get into
Wasn't it that Lady Amber?
No, she was in Vicious Crew, and we both said no to Vicious Crews. We were like, no, we're still healing from box. But shit, I forgot how we got into with the Exile boys. But we joined another crew called Exile.
Yeah, there you go.
It was actually really fun. Like these guys were COD players.
Yeah, Tom was in it. That's how we got in.
Tom was in it.
That's how we got in.
Exiled Mando. I remember him changing his gamer tag from Inzector to Exile.
Yeah,
and it's still Exiled
to this day.
He doesn't know how to let go.
Apparently.
But yeah, we jumped into a crew called Exiled, and it was actually fun. We had a big group of dudes that we can just hop on and play COD with. Some of them were actually editors, and one edited one of his COD montages and a Smite montage, and I had one of them, Bolts, edit my introducing to Exiled for YouTube.
Shout out Bolts. Loved the montages, bro.
And it was amazing. I think the only downside was the one guy, we'll just refer to him as Water.
Oh, yeah. That dickhead.
Egotistical bastard. Like, look at the cack on this guy, right? Eh?
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun on there. The owner of the clan he basically said, just do what you want, play what you want, and then record it if you can. And this is around the time we still didn't have recording software, but what we did have was, hey, Xbox, record that.
Yeah.
Before Cortana, she ruined everything. I kind of got used to just telling my Xbox, hey, Xbox, turn on. And then it would just turn on. But
thank God I didn't have that, because I would have done it by accident so many times.
But that's around the time this was Xbox Record, that you just quickly record a quick little 15 to 30 second clip, and then you would submit them to their drive, and then Bolts or whoever the editor was would make magic happen. Yeah. And the main guy, what are you gonna say?
Oh, you keep going.
And then the main guy, the dude that headed the clan, he just said, hey, we're gonna meet up once a week just to see how everybody's doing, just to see how everybody's feeling. Beautiful, right?
Then he shut it down.
Yep.
Just dipped. No.
Oh
my God.
Go ahead. Say Felix.
I was gonna say, it was like no warning at all. Just like one day, oh, hey guys, welcome back to the meeting. By the way, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm disbanding Exiled. Bye.
That was after he started a fucking community fund to make merch, and he didn't give back anybody their fucking money.
Yeah, that was such a dickhead move.
Mando was pissed. Again, another example of like this time the game wasn't ruined because the clan the clan was ruined because of its leadership.
Yep.
But we had one chance at revival. The Waterman decided he's going to take the mantle, realized it's a lot of work to lead something, and he jumped ship to some fucking team called, I think it was like Tropical.
Yeah, I think was it Tropical or did he go to CE first?
No. It was Tropical because I remember we got into we got invited to Tropical from, it was one of his dudes. It wasn't Bolts. I forgot who. But all of a sudden, he starts DMing everybody saying, "Hey, it's nice to be on a team with you two again." I'm like, "Yeah, after the team you just ditched,
Yeah.
you bastard."
Yeah, so
Fuck you.
great. So glad you're here with us. I am excited.
Sorry, this is a lot that we're unpacking here, but this is so hilarious to me that we still remember all of this again over a fucking decade later.
We remember the assholes a lot better than anything else.
Yeah, so where we got into a game and on our team, Waterman left, and he left us with 4 Brits whom were just being as British as humanly fucking possible. Like these guys were good COD players. Don't get me wrong, but I just found it funny. They were shit talking each other. Like you only got a 3P separation 2 piece. Oh my god, how did you get into Oxy? Like what the fuck is Oxy? Is that OxyClean? Did they get a deal? I want in.
Yeah, and then the next clan was Clear Enemy.
Clear Enemy, the clan where we had to fill out an application.
Yeah, out of every clan we've been up until like then, no applications. This is the first one, and honestly, had the best chance of making something out of itself, but it fell apart before any real effort got put into it.
I think when it came to Clear Enemy, I loved all the guys in it, but the downside was nobody was a COD player. This is around the time it was still BO3 going into. So BO3 was Treyarch, then it was
Into Infinite Warfare / MWR.
Yes, slash MWR, and nobody was a COD player. Brandon and I were the only COD players. Everybody was just focused on playing PUBG because PUBG was fucking booming right now, dude.
Yeah.
So we were the only COD players. We were the only Smite players. So we were we were very fucking isolated.
Oh yeah, very.
So it was kind of hard to get into a content mindset knowing that any clips that Brandon and I were going to hit were going to be put on the back burner because they wanted to put PUBG and League as the priority.
Which I really never saw anything come out of League, so it was only PUBG. And that's the thing. A little advice to everyone: try to make yourself a gaming organization or team. Which, by the way, nowadays a lot harder to do because, well, no one cares anymore. But don't focus on just one game. It was doable before, especially with FaZe, Optic, and all that. It was doable before, but not really anymore.
Not really anymore.
Yeah, if you're gonna segment yourself, at least make sure that the game that you are on is something that you know will be around for a long time. You could build yourself up on. Like, say, if you did, make a clan during the rise of Fortnite, and since it's still popular as hell, it could have been a huge thing. You could have actually made something out of the clan.
If you started a clan at the start of fucking Valorant, you'd be set.
I mean, hell, not even just Valorant. You can even bleed into CS at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where a lot of orgs, even though, say, for example, FaZe was known to be a Call of Duty clan, they saw it wasn't working out on just one game. They branched out and got bigger. CS, League. I think there was an R6 thing at one point, but I don't know where that happened with that one.
No, they still got an R6 team.
They do? Damn.
Yeah.
Halo, all kinds of other shit.
That was the only downside to being with Clear Enemy was the fact that it definitely felt like we're going to be overshadowed because their main focus is this one game that is, though popular, very, very niche.
No. Don't say niche. PUBG was anything but niche at the time.
I didn't care for it.
I mean,
At all.
I didn't really care for it either, but at the time, it was the biggest game in the world up until Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, and then Fortnite just goes around murdering everybody except COD.
Well, PUBG and H1Z1.
Oh, yeah, I forgot H1Z1 was a fucking thing, too.
Yeah.
Damn.
First it was H1Z1, then PUBG came in, and then people kind of just flip-flopped between the two. PUBG with the most viewership at the time. That game broke records. And then Fortnite came around.
And then there's us trying to go for clips on Infinite Warfare, but this was the first time in my history with Call of Duty I just was not having a good time.
No.
The game was rough.
I spent all that year on MWR. I
Like-
barely touched Infinite Warfare at all.
We grinded enough to get that what's it called when you start over again?
Prestige.
Yeah, when you get your prestige token, just because they brought in the fucking
Intervention.
intervention, and it was like, okay, cool, we got this intervention. Shoot it a couple of times. Okay,
We're done.
done. Goodbye.
But yeah, let's get back on topic here.
Yeah.
Our friendship has been through a lot. We've explained a lot of stories, a lot of different friend groups we've been in. The one that we're in right now, I think this is probably the longest one, considering, we've, known Tom and Mikey for a long time, even though for a few years, we didn't really interact with Mikey all that much. He would join parties every once in a while when Tom was in, and then Fraser would be in there, Adrian would be in there. It wasn't up until 2019 when things started to really roll.
Mikey started coming around more when music became the topic, because in case you've been living under a fucking rock for the past 3 and some odd change years, we've vocalized this many times on the channel. We all commonly love metal music.
Yeah.
Because metal covers a spectrum of genres in its own right. And we were able to talk about music, kind of like how you and I bonded over COD. We bonded with Mikey and Tom over music.
Yep.
So that's what broke us out of our shell. But because we were still on Warframe, and Mikey hates Warframe.
Yeah.
It made it a little bit harder to incorporate him into things, because our main thing was trying to run the Laws of Retribution raid. DE, put in another raid. Okay. That was our main focus, was running this raid with me, you, Mando, and whoever the fuck else was with us, i.e. Killer, Elias, and remember Iron Viper?
Oh yeah, that guy. Good old Jamie.
That was the dude right there.
Other than me, I think at the time, he was better than me at games, bro. That kid was insane.
And half the time he was just sitting on the couch eating, and his wife was watching him. He was in that rare relationship where his partner was just like, yeah, I love watching him play video games. And he would just kick ass.
Yeah, he was sick at games.
I'm like, what? You just do this? Okay. He's him.
Let's go back a little bit further. So around the time me and you met, bonds are starting to form. We meet Lightning and Rune. We learn that they are fairies. At the time, I didn't know what they were. And then, later on, I become one. But this isn't like until like maybe 2019, 2020.
Hold on. Correction. You were one, you just didn't fucking know it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't accept it until then. When did you see the writing on the wall?
The writing on the wall for me was on top of you having dragon in your name. Especially if you could put on some sort of custom calling card, you always would have some form of dragon. Mm-hmm. Especially in BO3, you were grinding out some of these gaudy challenges to get this reflective calling card that had a Hydra on it.
Oh, then there was the time on BO4 where they grinded out Blackout for calling card challenges just to get a certain mastery card, and this is literally a dragon bringing in fire. I did all that for a calling card.
All that for a calling card. So it was kind of in there the fact that his full fucking name is Dravo the Dragon. But so all that was just leading me to thinking, I was like, okay, so he must have an obsession with dragons, but I didn't know what the term was. I'm like, he probably thinks he's a fucking dragon too. He really doesn't, but you know what I'm saying. And that's when Sam tells me, yeah, Brandon's a furry. And I'm like, fuck's that? What'd you call him? Was that a bad word?
And Sam
And he
knew
goes, no.
too.
Oh yeah, Sam knew.
Oh, cool.
And
I
he-
did not know.
Yeah, Sam 100% knew. And then that's when I start piecing it together. I'm like, yep, it makes sense. Then interacting with, Mando and Mikey, and then they tell me, yeah, they think you're a furry too. And I'm like, yeah. But every single time one of us, especially Sam, would call you a furry, you would like, I'm not saying get defensive, he'd be like, not a furry. It would be like, yeah, he's coming around, he's coming around. Sometime later, born.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. And is more beautiful than ever. But yeah, so that, but going back, that's where, this is what I loved about that Warframe era, dude, because it was just hop on and chill with the fellas. Like, we were guaranteed to have people to play with, because you and I were always going to be online when we were free.
Yeah.
Mando was always going to be online because he was freaking. This man, for those that don't know, he's obsessed with sports, especially fantasy football. We would hear this man, and still to this day, hear him yelling and screaming through his Kinect microphone, yelling that his team, the Knob Knockers, were not doing well.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what he named his fantasy team.
But that's why it feels so cool to sit down and reminisce about all this, because it's a part. This 10 years is essentially a part of who we are and who we became, and where we're going as adults, as grown-ups, into our adult lives. Because I've said this before, I'm gonna keep gaming because, again, I'm closer with these guys, especially you, than I am people in real life. Like, as it is, my birthday's coming up, and I'm sitting here like, I gotta get online with the boys first before I go out with the regular skin people.
Skin people. Okay.
I need to hang out with my onlines before I go hang out with the IRLs, the fleshies, bastards.
The fucking, yeah, that still drives me like, or not drives me crazy. It still boggles my mind thinking, this man, I've been playing with him for 10 years. I've known this dude since I technically was a kid. I grew up, and now I'm 25 years old. Still playing with this one dude.
Fuck yeah!
This dude literally, I can say he is part of my childhood at this point. And damn, you're a bad influence, but I love you.
All I did was cuss a lot.
All you did?
Oh yeah, and take half-hour shits, leaving the guys waiting to continue a Destiny raid.
This is something I need to remind you of after this. Not just the story of your mom hitting your forehead with a dildo, but
oh yeah, that happened too.
There is another story that I'm gonna remind you after this. I can't say it on camera.
Oh, you guys heard me doing stuff with somebody when it defaulted to my fucking Kinect mic. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, by the way.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, this is why I always advocated back in the day, don't get a Kinect mic and don't plug it in, because it'll fucking betray you. It betrayed me.
We heard everything.
Oh god. Thank you, Kinect. Fucking bastard.
Oh, that was awesome. Mando couldn't get enough of it.
Dude. Oh, then there was the time that same person bought everybody Warframes while I was out of the house.
Oh, I wish I was there at the time. God.
Started throwing plat around. Jesus. We could go on for hours. If this long. We might need to come back and do part 2, but I think this is a good spot to close out right here. I want to close out on my fondest memory, and then we can close out on your fondest memory. One of my favorite memories that I have with this guy, and I'm also going to incorporate Lightning because we spoke about him earlier, and I want him to be a part of this. when we were in our Minecraft world and we had a villager trade. That's not the term we use, but we'll say villager trade. And this is my first time really delving, like deep diving into Minecraft. And I didn't know when you get a certain amount of villagers that can do a certain amount of tasks, you get raided by pillagers.
Yeah.
I sat in my bunker surrounded by about 76 chickens, freaking the fuck out while him and Lightning saved the fucking day.
This man is in a den full of chickens. Just hiding from raiders.
I was scared.
I don't know why, but he just was hiding. I don't get it.
I was fucking terrified, dude. I'm like, who are these people? And where are they breaking the wall?
I don't remember this being part of the game.
But him and Lightning, they saved me. So thank you for that. But that's one of my favorite memories. So that you want to hit the audience with the that you remember fondly.
I remember we were chilling in Xbox Live Party. It was me, you, Matt, and Zeus. You decide, hey, I'm gonna just start streaming on Mixer because I was around at the time.
Oh no!
You were playing Sunset Overdrive.
Oh no!
And you had the great idea of turning on your Kinect camera to have a little camera in the corner of your stream. See your wonderful, handsome looking head just there on the couch. And we see you smile after, I think Matt said a joke. And you start smiling, and we just see this big ass gap in your teeth. And we lose our minds.
Yeah, I smile, and then at that exact moment, the fucking camera just zooms in on my face.
And we just see, whoa, that gap though. And
oh, dude,
you tell us how you got it. I'm doing the worm and face planning on the floor. And we're just losing our minds, just making fun of you. You get to see you are embarrassed on stream.
I was mortified, dude.
Then you just shut it down after a bit. You just end it, cut camera, cut the feed. And you were in the party still, but you were quiet for a bit.
Like, I'm just gonna go sit in the freezer for a little while.
And we just there, losing our minds.
Oh, dude.
Fucking Lanion's like, man, I'm gonna go shop at the Gap now. Like,
Oh my god. Good fucking times. And I think we should come back and do this again, just because we still have so much more we could talk about. I know we've spoken about it briefly, like during like some NoSkill stuff, but there's so much more between myself and this guy. Like, we've been through so much, we have so much history together, and I think I want to come back and do this again, but I think this is a good point to stop now. Brandon, say bye to everybody.
Dude, it was a great time. My face hurts.
Thank you for joining us on this journey, this in-depth talk of the in-depth history that is Dravo Deej. Thank you for being here. Thank you once again for 1.14K of you, or however many we're up to now. So thank you for being here and hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Enjoy the expanded lore.